Happy New Year! Happy 2025 to you. There's one thing about me you may not know, and that is that I love to comb through predictions for the new year. I actually wish that I would look back at the predictions from the year before to see what came true. But I just really get into the predictions, and there are some really ridiculous ones out there this year, and I have a couple for you that I would like to consider as predictions or maybe even as manifestations. Welcome to One Bite is Everything, the podcast that uncovers what you don't know about your food. I am pretty sure that every bite of food you take tells a story, and that one bite connects you to a farmer. It connects you to your land. It connects you to your economy. It connects you to the environment and to a very important community that is thriving more because you took that bite. So today we're going to dive into these food predictions for 2025, inspired by this recent New York Times article called How We Will Eat in 2025, 9 Food Predictions to Chew On by Kim Severson. We're going to dissect some of the biggest culinary crystal ball gazing and have a laugh at some of the ridiculous ones, and propose some predictions of our own, ones that might just make a real difference for small local farmers. As you listen to this early New Year's episode, think about what your own predictions or hopes or manifestations might be for our food that you might like to see come to fruition this year. I'd love to hear from you. So let's start with a quick rundown of this New York Times article, and yes, of course, I will link it in the show notes. According to the Times and Severson, we can expect a surge in creative sauces. Think drizzles and drips galore. There's also the rise of savory coffee flavors, convenience store foods like 7-Eleven snacks gaining gourmet attention, and offbeat brand collaborations like Kate Spade teaming up with Heinz Ketchup. Plus, we'll see a focus on more protein pack options, alcohol-free beverages, and a club-like attention to groups with food allergies and those who pick them up just because it's trendy. Well, let's break these down, shall we? Let's start with sauces. Sauces can elevate a dish, adding a new twist to things we've tried umpteen times. Sauces could be here to stay and are not that scary as a trend. Plus, they could highlight important and unique ingredients only found with your local farmer, highlighting seasonal options. This one has a little bit of potential. Now, savory coffee flavors, turmeric, cardamom. Look, I love coffee as much as the next person, and I've had a really good golden eye or a cafe cardamom at my local coffee spot. But, meh. That said, maybe it's a good alternative to the pumpkin spice latte that long ago reached meme status. Now, convenience gourmet food? Ugh. Here, the idea is that we will continue to veer away from cooking at home unless it means heating up something pre-cooked in the microwave. This is a trend that I wish would go away. I'm concerned that we as a society are still looking for cheap, easy, and fast, and not thinking about the real consequences on our health or our farms, the very sources that we need to support to perpetuate that health, as well as the environment, our communities, and our economy. Sigh. All right, then we've got brand collaborations. Kate Spade and Heinz Ketchup. Oh, it's fun, I guess, but it feels like a gimmick. I mean, I guess it grabs attention, right? You're raising your eyebrows, and maybe that's what they're looking for, but it's hard to see how this contributes to meaningful change in the food space or any sort of lasting excitement. Protein-packed options and alcohol-free beverages? These make sense, I guess. The pros here are that they align with health and wellness trends, catering to a growing demand for healthier alternatives. The thing is that I worry that we'll take food that doesn't have a whole lot of value and pack protein in it, instead of just eating foods that are protein-rich. I guess I'm thinking about things like cereals on the shelves in the supermarket and fortifying those with protein instead of actually eating something decent. I've also heard of the rise in so-called molecular cocktails that glow in the dark, restaurants that are offering AI curated tasting menus, and a whole movement of people eating with scented masks to make the flavor of their food even better. Don't even get me started. All of these things kind of make me crazy. Did I mention freeze-dried Skittles? I don't even know why we're talking about any of this instead of about something that's more important. But I guess the trend setters are thinking that we are breaking a lot of rules in 2025 and that food is going to follow suit. In case you find these predictions to be entertaining at best and irritating on the other hand, I thought I would share with you some of my own predictions for 2025 with regard to our food. These aren't predictions necessarily, but we can go new age and call them manifestations. Here's the thing. If we want to see a more sustainable and equitable food system, we need to use our imaginations and focus on supporting the people who grow our food. Took that bite. Prediction number 1. More grants and funding for small farmers. Imagine if we had more programs like For Farmers or a bigger For Farmers movement, awarding grants to help farmers improve their operations, recover from setbacks, and innovate for the future. It's not about charity. It's about investing in the backbone of our food system. All right, maybe this is a little self-serving because I think that For Farmers is doing great work, but I had to add it in there because I see that great work having a tremendous impact on the ground all across the country. And I think more of that would be really fantastic. Prediction number 2, a rise in community-based farm stores that offer a variety of local and seasonal farm products all in one place. These stores would create a central hub for consumers to access fresh produce, meats, and other goods directly from local farmers, fostering a stronger connection between communities and their food sources. This would be amazing. I wish a farm store on every single community. Prediction number 3, a nationwide movement to educate consumers about the true cost of food. If we're willing to pay $20 for a glow-in-the-dark cocktail, surely we can pay a little bit more to ensure that our farmers can afford to stay in business. It's about shifting our priorities and also about seeing those hidden costs. If you're paying $5 for a roasted chicken at Costco, what is the cost on the back end to our society for doing that kind of thing? Prediction number 4. Let's all start talking about regional food and how to support it, connecting one farm to another, to eaters and foodies, and to people in our regions who are food insecure. I'm going to link an episode here where I talk to Kathleen Finlay, the president of the Glenwood Center, who's catalyzing regional food systems through her work in the Northeast with inspiration from all over the globe. Why do these predictions matter? Because every choice we make about our food, where we buy it, what we prioritize, and who we support has ripple effects. Small local farmers are the unsung heroes of our food system. And by supporting them, we're also supporting healthier communities, stronger local economies, and a more sustainable planet. So, what do you think? Are you ready to manifest a 2025 where we choose substance over gimmicks? Let's leave the scented masks and glowing cocktails and freeze-dried Skittles in the fantasy bin and focus on the real work that needs to be done. I would love to hear your thoughts. Drop me a message on social media at XOXOFarmGirl on Instagram or send me an email at Dana, D-A-N-A, at forfarmersmovement.com. Thanks for tuning in to One Bite is Everything. I hope that you enjoyed today's Quickie Predictions episode. Be sure to subscribe, share it with a friend, and leave a review. Until next time, keep asking questions about your food, because that one bite, remember, it connects you to everything. I look forward to being together with you again next week and for all of the 52 weeks in 2025.